Most people think All Along the Watchtower has one guitar solo, but it actually has three. And Hendrix plays something completely different in each one. Here's what he's really doing. Hi, my name is Abe Allen, and today we're going to look at Jimi Hendrix solo from All Along the Watchtower. We're going to check out his best ideas. We're going to get them under our fingertips too. There's a free tab in the description. Make sure you check that out, download it. You can follow along through this lesson to get the most out of it, and then you can practice it long after this lesson's over. It's free. Check it out in the description. All right, first of all, I'm tuned a half step down. Let me give you the notes first, and then we'll get started. All right, now that you're in tune, the first example that I want to look at from Jimi's improvisation on All Along the Watchtower is this one. Check it out. All right, so what I love about this first example, and I've got three total for you in this video, is, you know, the end is a staple rock lick, rock blues lick. I'll show you how to play that in just a moment. But the beginning is super melodic, and I actually find the beginning harder to play. So we start on this octave bend. The 9th and 12th fret. So getting these in tune is actually kind of tricky. And then we're going to slide into the 11th fret on the D string. We're just going to play right up the pentatonic scale. Now, the trickiest part of this solo, honestly, to me, is this section, the bends on the B string. Because Jimi is doing some full bends and also some step and a half bends. In other words, we're bending this note a whole step and then also 1.5 whole steps. And it's hard to get that control under your fingertips. It's going to take practice. Okay, so it's tricky, but let's try playing it slow from the beginning. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. Feel good under your fingers? Let's check out this pentatonic lick now at the end, which is super cool. Right on beat 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. You know, I often, because I used to play on heavier strings, I always want to, instead of bending the note, I want to do this. But the note is bent. It's kind of tricky at a fast tempo to get a full bend in. But Jimi does that multiple times throughout each of the solos in this tune. Let's try it a little bit faster from that point. On the 9th fret of the high E string. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we go up to the 18th fret. The easiest way to get this into your own playing is to practice ideas that start on downbeats. That's what I find. Because usually when we're thinking of soloing in an actual song by ourselves off the top of our heads, we're going to think of starting ideas on downbeats. It's a lot easier than remembering ideas starting on pickups, okay? So practice this idea like this. And then when you're playing a song, you're naturally gonna go, you know, you're naturally gonna play some stuff before and after. And so, you know, it's harder to, in other words, it's harder to be counting in your head and, oh, okay, on the and of 3, that's where this idea starts. Just remember it on the downbeat. All right, the next soloing idea I want to go over with you is the wah solo. It's actually 2 examples from the wah solo. And so if you don't have a wah-wah pedal, you know, just follow along, learn the notes. But I'm going to use mine for this next example. Check it out. All right, so we've got the wah pedal on now. This idea is awesome. We're just going to focus on that first pentatonic idea to begin with. This is a classic pentatonic lick, bending the G string and then playing across the top of the pentatonic. A lot of rock guitar players, Stevie Ray Vaughan, used those types of ideas. So it actually happened, he actually plays it twice. I want to talk about how to use your wah pedal for just a moment, and then I'm going to turn off the wah pedal and just play normally so you can learn the notes. When I'm playing the wah pedal and when I listen to the greatest guitar players use the wah pedal, it seems like what they're aiming for is not just a constant up and down of the foot, but rather that your foot tries to shape the phrases. I've seen some performances of this on YouTube, and often the guitar player just has their foot going up and down. That's not what I hear in Jimmy's performance. So if you notice, I'm sort of slowly opening the wah pedal over these ideas. And then at the end, I'm trying to open it to really make that bended note come out. But let's work on the notes now. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we come in on the and of 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Notice I'm only using my index finger and my ring finger. That's sort of a preference, but it's what a lot of rock guitar players do when playing pentatonic ideas, especially where there's bends. Your ring finger is stronger than your pinky. So, you know, just consider this a piece of advice. Try, instead of using your pinky on the 12th fret, try using your ring finger. Now the second half of the idea with the wah pedal sounds like this. Now what's cool about that is it's actually polyrhythmic. There's this odd amount of note phrase that sort of throws the rhythm off a little bit. If you're not sure what I'm talking about, just totally ignore that comment. The accent, in other words, is on not a downbeat each time. That time it's on a downbeat. That time it's not. So that's what's really cool. That's a super cool idea, especially with the wah. It sounds really psychedelic and hip. But it sounds good clean too. Here it is slow. 1, 2, 3. Again. 1, 2, 3. All right, the last example that I want to show you, I think is a very underrated example from this song. An easily overlooked soloing idea that should make it into more people's improvisational vocabulary. And it is the double stop section of the solo section. Sounds like this. All right, that end section where we're bending octaves, we can ignore at this point. The main part that I want to emphasize is this super hip double stop chordal thing, okay? We're starting on just the 9th fret and the 11th fret. Really what this is this is just a C minor 9. Let's just look at that first part. That's a C minor chord basically, but it's just a double stop. And then we've got a B triad. And then we've got an A triad. So Jimmy's following the chord progression. C sharp minor, B, A, and we've got C sharp minor, B, A, but being played as these smaller triad double stops. And then what's this? Well, we've got a double stop over an A major chord. And then we've got the dominant 7th of the A chord. And then we've got really 2 notes of the major scale. Now, these muted notes sound really good, totally dry, basically no reverb. And then that's basically the end of the solo, actually, that main solo. I hope you enjoyed learning these different examples, and I hope you checked out the free tab in the description as well. I've got more videos coming soon on how to play Hendrix style ideas, how to up your rhythm guitar playing game, and how to use double stops to make your comping sound more melodic. If you enjoy videos like this, subscribe, comment below what you want to see next, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.